That's the Pacific Ocean.
Double check your seatbelts, fasten, bring your seats up, move your headrest and footrest back to their original position.
Windsurfing in the bay. That right there is Air Force One, said the pilot. Badass. Boeing 777-300 extended range. 15 hours in the air. What a beast.
Once again, in preparation for arrival today, please return all seat backs and tray tables to the complete upright and locked position. Ensure that your seatbelts are securely fastened low and tight. We'll be on the ground in Sydney in just a few minutes. On behalf of this San Francisco International crew, thanks so much for flying with us on United. We hope you enjoy the flight. Have a great day here in Sydney. Safe and pleasant journey onto the cities and or countries of your final destination today.
So yeah, I'm just out here on the shore of the North Saskatchewan River here in Alberta. Figured I'd go for a swim this morning. Water's warmer than the air. It's a nice refreshing morning. Just after I came in, saw a big whoosh of water shooting up in the air. There was a humpback whale swam right into the bay, and as you went around the rocks of the far corner, there's this whole group of, I don't know if they're snorkelers or free divers or whatever, but they were like basically swimming with a whale. It was really cool just to see from shore too. But yeah, I gotta spend more time out there. So that is a rainbow lorikeet eating a wattle. This is pavlova. So the bottom is meringue from lemon meringue pie, is what I'm told. Let's see. Can confirm. The top is just whipped cream. It's not just whipped cream, it's like a very thick, creamy, and then fruit on top. And all together, pavlova gets the thumbs up. Is your name Pretzel? Bloop. You can tell it's an Australian duck because of its accent. G'day everyone. Oh, that's better. Right, my name's Mick. Kyle's twin brother from down under here in Australia. Just came down to the beach here. Gonna have myself a bit of a run, and as per the usual, see if I can find any streaks of black sand along the beach here. Possibly bring some home and pan a bit out. Anyways, the accent's not quite dialed in yet. I've only lived here in Australia for the last 37 years today. It's actually me Australian birthday was here yesterday, because I'm 14 hours ahead, and the Canadian birthday is today. So anyways, let's get right to it. Well, that is quite the view to walk out to. Absolutely incredible. My partner Carol was kind enough to put me up in an Airbnb, which is literally right on this lake. And of course this lake, freshwater, people can swim. There's some sailboats, some radio controlled sailboats going on out there. Absolutely gorgeous. And then of course out here, that is your Pacific Ocean. Surfing, the waves seem to be, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet tall. 1.5 meters, as I should probably say. Just absolutely gorgeous. It is, of course, the dead of winter down here. June 21st would have been their shortest day of the year, longest day up in Canada. And like, it's 17 degrees Celsius right now. I sent a picture of me and the missus to one of my buddies back home, and he commented, "Kyle, I see you're wearing a t-shirt, and Carol currently has a toque on, as well as 2 hoodies." So the body is definitely adjusted for Canadian weather. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. And I was out here jogging the other day, and I actually found some streaks of black sand. Now, I have no idea how beach mining works, and I know this channel is more just like a vlog of my life, but my life happens to be this guy who's obsessed with gold mining. Yeah, so I figured, hey, I see this black sand down here. I might as well, you know, come check it out, maybe do a gold pan. So I will do that later on in the video. But right now, I mean, it's middle of the day. I'm fairly adjusted to the time zone right now. I'm just down here for a couple weeks here. But I'm gonna go for a jog down the beach. We're just gonna point out some random Australian things of interest. Hopefully you enjoy. And yeah, when I find this little streak of black sand again, I'm gonna come out here, probably just take a little Tupperware so I can pan it back here in the calm water. But yeah, welcome to Australia. Just a temporary visit for now. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the scenery, because this is pretty special, especially considering this is the middle of the winter right now. Now you might be able to notice that there is in fact a darker color, like a black sand about it, a little bit there. I'm expecting this to become more concentrated, perhaps down by the ocean. So I'll be heading down there in a moment. But just for now, check this out. If I actually hand pan this, remember, black sand, if it's the heavy stuff I'm used to, it should actually sort of sink down in my hand and concentrate. So we're just gonna kind of gravity toss that off. And look at that, look at that. In my palm, right against my skin, you can clearly see that darker sand. So let's just toss a little more of the lights off. And there it is. This is that legit black sand that I would be used to. Feels heavier, it's shiny. So is there any gold in that? I am north of Sydney right now on Australia's eastern coast. So I'm gonna head down to the river, or down to the, yeah, that's a river. I'm just gonna head down to the North Saskatchewan River over here and see if there's any sort of more concentrated streaks of this stuff. Just some cool stuff here in these tide pools. Like this. You see in rivers where the water kind of starts a circle like this and then grinds its way down. And we've just got this little borehole in the rocks. There was a crab down there. I don't know if you'll be able to see him. He's right there in that corner. Out on these rock formations, I thought this was kind of interesting. So I'm not entirely sure if this is the metallic, you know, whatever it is that I'm finding as black sands, but you can see there's these little lines of it, just really spread out throughout this entire area. It's clearly harder than the surrounding material, and if that is where the black sand is coming from, there may be zero gold associated with it at this area. I'm still curious to find out. But yeah, it's really cool because it's this mixture of what seems like sandstone, and then this sort of metallic stuff that's jetted up in between. I'm sure a proper geologist could explain a lot to me about this location. Occasionally you'll see a piece of coral or something that's washed up on shore, so I bet the snorkeling out there is just absolutely incredible. I mean, people live here, they see this every day, and this is the middle of the winter, so I can definitely understand the appeal of this country. Yeah, no, just, I don't know, I'm seeing new things as I walk. This is basically a vlog of a Canadian walking around Australia being blown away by completely normal things, but I'm going with it. I do find it interesting that I'll see people jogging in shorts and a hoodie, and people just walking down the beach have like sweatpants and a hoodie on. I am genuinely warm right now, but there's a bit of a sea breeze coming in. You can just sense the energy in that water. You can't imagine what this is like when you've got a big swell coming through. See a little blowhole over there. That's actually really cool. Let's check that out. That is absolutely incredible. I absolutely love it when you're out on a walk. You just run into something you never expected. Absolutely fantastic. Some vanilla bean flavored sand out here on the banks of the North Saskatchewan River, of course. Let's go find some calm water to pan this out. And one sandcastle to pan. Wow, I can absolutely see how people working Cape Disappointment, Lake Superior, those real heavy concentrations of black sand, that would really slow down a sluice box. Certainly slows down the gold panning side of things. I'm not looking to do this perfectly. But I definitely do want to see what's at the bottom of all of this. So at this point, I've just got a ton of that heavy stuff. And I don't think there's much gold in here. I'll have a little look down and let's see. I don't see any gold, but now we know. I mean, if there was like one speck even, then I'd have a little more hope, but I have a feeling that's whatever that mineral is that's breaking apart in the sandstone out there. It is clearly a heavier mineral, but we're not seeing gold mixed in with that. All right. It's actually interesting to note, you can see the black sand and the beach sand right here, and all of this grass that's growing here, it's actually growing in this same sand. So I'll just sort of spread that out over all of the grass, just like a golf course grass grows in sand. Back to normal. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Australia, the end of June, is relatively warm, exceedingly beautiful, and not completely full of giant gold nuggets that you will stub your toes on, at least not in my particular location at the moment. So let's have a little look at some ducks. They seem pretty tame. I saw somebody feeding them earlier. If you just sit at a bench and kind of ignore them for a while, they'll come up and shuffle around your feet and wag their little tails and say hello. I am looking forward to coming to Australia a little bit more full-time closer to the end of this year. And until then, don't worry, I'll be back in Canada working on the sluice box, doing some gold mining, and finish off the Canadian season strong. So until next time, thanks for watching, everybody.